want elected. Everything has a 1,000 miles journey begins with the first step. We are taking the first step towards that. I want to encourage the community to continue to be involved. We will continue to work with the community. We'll continue to educate the community. And a lot of people in the community, they didn't know what a primary is. And some people are waiting for November. Thought my election was in November. We had to go around educate them, and we'll continue to do that. So my hats off to the Liberian community. I appreciate the community so much. Again, I'm having a thank you event for the community for the work that they have done, and I will encourage them for us to do more.
Thank you, Mr. Gali. Mr. Cassell, your one question, please.
Yes, sir. Uh, Mr. Gala, you pointed out something that I think is very, very important. That we need to be involved in these elections. Uh, we see the success of, I think her name is Nikita Ricks in Colorado.
Colorado.
We see the success of a young man with a Liberian mother, Gabe Ambo. He's actually in Congress.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, so I agree with you. We need to. You just can't be within the community to let other people, advance our interests. We got to go and try to make the case to advance our interests as well. Now, my question to you: you receive a pretty modest amount percentage in the primary against what's her name, Susan Farr or Susan
Yes,
B.
Susan Farr.
Okay. So what did that result teach you? About campaigning and about your own political base. Because, like I said in the previous question, you need to expand your base. Only you said you went out of the Liberian community and try to bring other groups in. I think you should have just gone, you know, bigger, extensively try to bring other people in. So, what does this loss teach you? What are some of the things you think when you look at what happened? You say, "Oh, okay, we should have done this, but we didn't." Okay, now that you got a chance to sit back and look how things, folded, what would you have done differently?
You know, one of the things that I believe is that election is number games. I had the second highest number of in- of everybody in the district of 38. If you look at Susan Powell it was a third campaign. Um, Russell, I believe, was either his sixth or his seventh. Who else again? Representative Fuda was a third. It was my first. So we did reach out to everybody. I was very active in the city of Osceola. I was active with the city of Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, and we try to reach out to everybody. Different communities. District 38 is the most diverse community in the state of Minnesota. So we reach out to the Cameroonian community, Sierra Leone community, the Nigerian community. We reach out to every other community to rally their support. And I want you to be aware of something. Maybe that people are not aware of. So going into election, it's easy to just look back and say, hey, this could have been done and this could not have been done. There's a system called the van. That's why the Democrats and I believe the Republicans they have that same system where they have the registered voters, the preferred voters for you to talk to. That these are the people that will show up. We did tap into that, but at the same time, my base was the Liberian base. Um, and if you really look at the numbers, I didn't need anybody else to win an election. Liberians alone can win the election. So just within my district, there was I think 5 to 7 thousand identified names of Liberians that have voted before. Susan Powell won the election she had over 5,000 some votes. You understand? So again, as I said, we continue to engage our community. It starts with your community. It starts with your base. We continue to engage our community, and continue to talk to other people, even like Bernice Copa that's in the West District. They was part of the district. That district was under my district as well. It was included in my district, and we plan to build on what we have. Those that voted, we're gonna go back to them and appeal to them. Those that didn't vote, we ask them to vote as we continue to reach out to other people. But again, our community will have to be involved and engaged if we have to get some sort of seat at the table.
Alrighty. Let's go to you, Mr. Nubo.
Currently, I don't have a question. Maybe we can go on a line. We'll come back.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Chris, please take us to the line, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, folks, if you are there, this is a bed D4, your regular and usual program on Top FM 105.3. Tonight we have Honorable Nehemiah Galley, calling to him the son of Grand Gita County, who contested in the United States of America. Is here with us, sharing his experience with us. So if you are there, you can join us on. You want to, if you have a question, somebody have to mute themselves, please. Yes, if you're there, you can join us on 088 35 04 0776 105 105 088 35 04 0776. Thank you. 105 105. And you're gonna be live. Somebody just like me said, wow, somebody from Grand Gita County contesting in the United States of America. The Grandidian, we are moving. Liberian are moving gradually. And if you don't know, many things are happening. So if you have a question, you have a recommendation, and you have a comment, call out tonight. Let hear you on a bed to D4 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on a bear to D4. A bear to D4 is your regular platform that comes your way from Monday to Saturday, 6 days a week from 9:30 to 12 o'clock, the next day. So like hear you tonight, if you are there in toll time, if you are there in Barzon, if you are there in Putu Jaudi, Barzon, Jaundi, and any part of the play you find yourself tonight, like hear you 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight on Abear to D4, your regular informative platform where we have the song, the song of the soul from the United States of America. Here with all tonight, Honorable Nehemiah Galley. Let's play our team song as we await your call.
My people, hello time, Top FM 105, we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Run ready. In a play. Alex D. We're back there.
Carter 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight on a bed to D4. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. We lost that caller already. Yeah, you can still call back. I think that is the network. or caller 08811435040776 105 105. Okay, let's talk to this caller. What is happening? Please, if you are there, you're calling us, not me. I think that is the internet. Yes, indeed. I think that is the network. But you can still keep trying on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live. I don't know where the call are going up, but the fire, the network is standing. Call will hear you tonight. Okay, let's take the other caller. Let's see what we'll get there. Hello. Oh my word. We lost you. Caller 0881 1435 04
I mean, are you Lone Star or are you Stockholm?
Other people, the guy who just left the line, he came up with,
Because I know your Lone Star been giving trouble recently.
Yeah. So let's see what we can try. Another more caller. Caller 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. The song of the soil from the United States of America is here with all tonight. Honorable Nehemiah Galley. Yeah, I know the Galley family are all here in Israel. That's what I was so happy of, and I was so proud of. Yeah, indeed, and I can tell you, I'm so proud of it. Got 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Call on the station number. Don't call on my personal number, please. If you don't have it, listen and call 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. I think, Mr. Wright, we have to go over in case of any call or caller. Then I think I will update you.
Okay. We'll probably check back with you at 7. Hopefully you can, fit on whatever you do.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try the color in the orange. Let's see. Hello. Yeah, thank you. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Benson Goa from Zobush.
Mr. Goa, let's hear you tonight. I hope you've been following the platform.
Yeah, we bless God. The fact that some of the Grand Jury County is in the race is not a surprise. We are naturally born with that kind of leadership expertise. So wherever we go, that spirit follow us. So we say thank you for him. We know that he was for and we are not surprised really. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gary. Thank you so much for being part of the platform tonight.
All right.
Let's go to the phone line and talk to the next caller, Orange. Hello.
Yeah, hello there.
What is your name and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Zebul.
The which part of where you?
That's why Hill.
Okay, let's hear your name.
Sam.
Call your full name, please, my man.
Sam Roger.
Sam Roger. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Huh?
You on the radio? Are you following? You on the radio?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes. Only thing I think about the rule of the area that I found. I want to go on my business.
Quarter 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this cutter. Orange. Good evening.
Hello, Chris.
Mavic.
Yeah, how are you?
I thank God. How you doing, Mama?
I'm about Mavic, calling from Webokota.
There you
I
Mama.
just want to appreciate the panelists. I want to appreciate them for my squad card. I got my squad card today. So I want to appreciate them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I want to say good evening to them.
Okay.
I wish them well.
Thank you, Mavic. Thank you for being part of the platform.
Okay, you're welcome.
Good. Caller 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. This is Alberta D4, and tonight we have our guest. Yes, indeed, one we call, I don't know why the honorable not there, Honorable Jeremiah Galley, a son of Grand Jeda County, who contested in the United States of America for Senate position. It's not easy. And somebody said, we were born with that glory, with the Grand Gideon, and that is a fact. So let's go to the phone line and talk to this girl. Orange, hello.
Yes, hello.
What is your name and where are you calling her from?
My name is Christopher, and I join you from Goonie Community, Swedish City.
I hope you've been following the platform. Let hear you.
Yeah, I want to appreciate Honorable Daddy ever so much, and I'm proud for a Liberian to contest for a position in the United States. I wish you success in the process.
Thank you so much.
Hello? Donation.
Thank you so much. I bet to D4 going to bring more Liberians who are doing something, who want to do something well in the United States. Thank you.
All right.
Good. Quarter 08881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Lone Star, let's go there. Chile. Lone Star probably probably. So quarter 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live. Mr. Wright, okay. Let's go there. Orange, hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Michael Doe calling from Doe Street.
You say the name again, please?
Michael Doe.
Oh, Michael Doe. Let me hear you, sir.
Yeah. I'd like to appreciate my brother that is contesting. Yeah. At least it will make Liberia proud. But I really wanted to know from him, what really will get in return as Liberian. Yeah. What the kind of process or what the kind of project that he been doing for we the Liberians now. Because we appreciate everything that is going on in America. Everything that's going on in America is for the Americans, not for Liberians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Our brother over there again. We calling us small carrying our brother and our children small. So anyway, he will respond to he will respond to that question. Yes, indeed. What are you doing for Liberian? Our brother can be sending us small money. Call on 0881 1435 04 0776 105. He's going to respond to that question. It's not me, please. I'm just trying to, and give little light. But however, he's going to go in depth. So let's hear you tonight on a better D4, your regular platform. Let's go to the phone line and have really cartoon. You're not forced, but you compare to do the right thing. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Beware, good evening to you, good evening to Nigerians. And a special one to all of our professors. Welcome in class. And let's recognize the Honorable Senator. For me, I always say this. If you are contesting as a representative, I refer to you as a representative. So we want to recognize the Senator. Like you said, Chris, we are so proud to hear that a Liberian, the American, is taking such a bold step. The child sit down before they walk. Even that child stay 10 years on the ground, they will still have to sit on the ground before walking. So, from Senator, don't be surprised we have a presidency. Now, here is our question. The name Galley, unless you just come in Grand here, but that name Gale is a household name in Grand Juda County. Is in related or the son of the late and former Superintendent Colonel Johnny G. Gale of Grand Juda County, Liberia.
Yes.
Second question. Can you push the agenda of Liberia, especially Grand Juda County, when it comes to situation that is beyond control of Liberians, maybe depending on a person like you in the House of Senate in the United States of America, to see a reason that you can come and maybe the way of bringing relief to us. As we are speaking, we are going through a lot, like the issue about two missing brothers in our country, wherein our leaders that are supposed to be there for us are ignoring the situation. So we're happy that when we hear a person like you, will you push the agenda when it comes to the Liberia issue of this kind to bring a perpetual end to our crime? Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. With a cartoon, you're not forced, but you compare. So, folks, let go. There, if you are there, we take two more calls, or more calls, and on 0881-1435-04, 0881-1435-04, 0776 105 and you're gonna be live tonight on Abed to D4, where we have our guest, a song, and the song of the soil from Grand Juda County, Honorable Nehemiah Gale, who took part in the election. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this cutter. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. BY. My name is Bratton K. Soyustinian.
Mr. Brady, let you.
In the first place, I want to appreciate the Honorable Senator for the bold step that he took. I really want to say we took, because whenever an individual who is a visionary that take a bold step, meaning that all of us are proud of him. Honorable Senator, I want to give you this encouragement that you are physically fit with the level of commitment that we have in you. We know fully well that we can be the victor of your dream. This is where we are, Honorable. It is true that you want to become a senator, and yes, indeed, you will. But back home, here in Grand Juda, I believe that if you are being elected in the House, you're also going to carry on some articulation on behalf of the poor in Grand Juda. In your behalf, here in Grand Juda, Honorable, we have so many issues that surrounding the lives of our people. More especially, I brought on case law you that talking to you now. My 22-year-old men got disappeared, got missing, either got kidnapped in zoning. That the people received a call from Chris Bodo up to President Honorable. I believe that you are not heard and you are hearing. In such a manner, we are asking you to even come to our rescue so that we can find our babies back to life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bruto. Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Yeah, let me make some correction. He already contested. Yeah, he played part. No, thank you. He played part, but he don't take the seat. But however, just for him to take part is a very great thing. Yes, indeed. So, anyway, when you call him senator, it's not a bad thing, because we hope and know one day he shall be senator. So I call it on 0881-1435-040776.
Chris, two more calls. Chris, 2 more calls. Okay. Two more calls.
Okay, 2 more calls. Then we go over to our panelists. We go over to our guest. Yes, indeed. Call on 0881-1435-040776 105 105. And you're going to be live on Alberto D4. You're not only talking to Grenadians, you're talking to, people across the globe on YouTube, on Facebook, and wherever, So we ask you, share the broadcast in all of the chat room. Yeah, comment, share, and like. Call on 088-114-3504, 0776 105 105. Let's go to Lone Star. What happening tonight, Mr. Wright? I think we can go over to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Lone Star began something that is probably, a giving problem. Let's go over to you. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. We need to get hold of the Lone Star thing because it's been affecting the program a lot. But thank you, Mr. Ware, and thanks to all of the callers that call in. Mr. Ghali, this is the point where we'll come back to you so that you can respond to the callers. It's up to you, sir. You're muted. Let me see.
The caller that lost his son, I want to say my hats off to you. I'm sincerely sorry to hear that. I know what it means to lose a family member, not a child, but I've seen the detriment of a parent losing a child. So I'm very sorry. But there are a few things there. I'm in the U.S. I don't know much of the leadership. I don't know much of the people in leadership in Grange yet. I know I've been in touch with Senator Penn to some extent and the superintendent at one point, but we haven't had that aggressive communication going. I really don't know how to advocate for that. If you want us to put us some sort of awareness, I will definitely go ahead and try to raise that awareness within my group. And to
Well,
see how
Mr. Ghali, let me come in, please.
Uh-huh.
Yes, my next conversation will be on that subject with you.
Okay.
We need to raise that awareness seriously across all platforms, and
Yes.
especially with somebody like you with the kind of gravitas and reach that you have. We would definitely need you to get involved in that. I want to say that, sir.
Okay, so you and I will connect after the show.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk on that.
Yes, sir. Okay, there were a few other concerns that were raised too. I think from Willie Katu and for somebody who talk about. I know you already answered the question. What you were doing in Liberia, your project. And I know you said you taught in the schools there in Liberia and what have you. And I think Willie Katu wanted to know. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. I think what you could do. I can't. Somebody help me out, gentlemen. Help me out. What would the question to?
If it's related to the Superintendent Ghali or which Ghali your family come from?
Oh, okay.
Johnny Ghali.
Are you the son of the former superintendent Johnny Ghali?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Any other question that I didn't get that Mr. Ghali didn't pick up that we can bring to his attention? Fellow panelist?
Well, there was your questions that one day, if he succeed, what will he do for Liberia and Grand County?
Okay, I think all right.
Yeah.
So what's the question again? What will I do for Liberia and Green County?
Right. As a son of Liberia.
My root is deeply connected to Grand my mother is from the Kunabo district. My father is Gowo and Bobo, and I'm heavily Liberian. As I said, we're continuing to advocate for Liberia with some of the political contacts that we are trying to build, and even with the hope that one day we can also be in that position to continue to advocate for our people. And one of the things I want us to be aware of, that I would like to warn us Liberians, especially those in Liberia, is that It's the situation in Liberia is extremely difficult. I've lived in Liberia. I was in Liberia over the last few years. I'm always in Liberia. It was because of the campaign. I haven't been back to Liberia since I left I was there 2 years ago, and I've been campaigning heavily, so I haven't had the opportunity to leave. But one of the things I would say is that we have to really be careful how we choose leadership. That's we have to now. The election is coming up. I will ask Regents to get together and search yourself, search within your heart, and try to go for someone who you know changing your situation or will change your situation. Let us not just get stuck on my clansman. This person is my town. This person is my district. Let us look at who can help change your situation, because one of the things that I want you guys to be aware of is that when we have people in offices, especially elected offices, it's a long term. It's a very long term. So you have to think, has my problem been solved in the last 6 years? Will my problem be solved in the next 6 years? Well, what progress will I see? I was in my last trip to Liberia. I had a meeting with one of the mayors, and I found out that that meeting was just there's no conversation of empowerment. Absolutely no conversation of empowerment. So we have to look up to leadership that will empower us. Let us look at people that we think will go and be the voice of the people, rather than wanting to seek after themselves and look after themselves. So as much as we try to advocate here and try to align Liberia, the people of Liberia, the ones that are in Liberia, have to position Liberia right, or else it will never work out.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Garley. Now we're going to pivot. This is the second half of the show. We're going to pivot. We're going to pivot to Liberia. And I'm going to start up with the second phase of the program. Even if you've not been following the political happenings in Liberia, just give us your surface, opinion. What do you make of the fact, if you haven't heard about it? First of all, let me ask you: have you heard of the news that the new Nick chair, Honorable Weedon, who has been appointed as the new Nick chair, the National Election Commission chair, he is saying that every position, those that want to contest in a position, will have to pay a much higher fees now than what it is. His justification is that there are too many political parties in Liberia, 49 in total, and in his view, they pose a national security threat. So he thinks by increasing the fees for those who want to contest in the various positions, president, vice president, and the list goes on, will help, minimize that threat. Do you think that is a good rationale?
I haven't been following up on the news lately because of the campaign. My campaign has been very, very intense. I haven't looked at that. I would like to look at that before I speak on it. I don't want to mislead the conversation. So I would definitely look at that. But I know one of the things that I've always said, that I always believe in Liberia, I think we need to have a lot more responsibility on political parties. And like I'm not saying that this should be applied, but like my race, when I decided to say, okay, I want to run for the Senate, it told me that you have to raise a minimum of $80,000 just to run for that office. How much does that office pay? Less than, well, 50 some thousand a year, but you need to
Okay,
raise
Mr.
it.
Ghana, if I may interject one second, let me
Yes.
hold you. That 80,000, is it a requirement
No,
for you
that's
to be
that's
able
how
to
much
run
you
for
would
that
need.
position?
That's how much you would need to run a campaign.
Okay, it was okay. How much you need to run a campaign, but it is
Yes.
not a requirement
No, it is not
in
a
order for you to
requirement,
run. Okay,
right?
okay, gotcha.
So that is so when you hear, I was talking to someone that reached out to me yesterday that want to run for office, and they clearly tell you say you need at least 100,000 for that particular office. So what I'm trying to make of this, if you know that you cannot raise that money or come close to raising that money, then you be in serious trouble. And even like for my campaign, it was one of the things to raise money was pretty difficult because donors want to put their money to where they believe that they're gonna win. Even when I blocked the endorsement from the senator, the first time she ran, she raised about I think 80 plus thousand. This time she could not raise money because she was not endorsed by the party. So then that became a struggle for her as well. So it has to come with some. It just cannot be like you have to present your finance report. You raise money. How are you using the people money? How much did you spend there? How much did you spend there? What's the balance do you have? You're not even allowed to use your own money. You understand? Because they believe that when people put money in you, they will put that support behind you. So I know that there has to be some sort of reform when it comes to the like to Liberia in the election process. I don't know exactly what the reform will be, but I believe that the weight has to be placed on the political parties. Let that party be. Let us have more people that are more stable to run for offices. You cannot just and as I say, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Even in the U.S., it's when I did my filing for the U.S. Senate seat, I believe my filing fees was $200, either 2 or 250. I don't remember the amount, but it was not high to run for the mayor or the city council. I think it's $100 in the U.S. Okay, that's the filing fees, but then now go out and raise the money, and we want to see how much you raise, and we want to know how you spending the money you raise. You understand? So it has to be like Liberia. We don't have the process in place to monitor how much these campaigns are raising, how they are spending the people money, because a lot of times you hear, oh, they give this person 10,000, the person ran away with it. So it's like how you understand? So people now will do anything to fund their campaign, and when they fund their campaign, they have to go pay it back. Like in my race, the minimum donation I could receive from an individual is $1,000. So if you want to raise $80,000, you gotta go look for 80 people to talk to, or you gotta figure out how you're gonna break it down. But if it was just open and I could just take my own money and use it however way I want to use it in a campaign, at the end of the day, I have to replace my money. So I don't know what the rules around that is and what the new election commission point of argument. I would like to look into that, but I always had that thought when I was in Liberia.
Okay. Mr. Cassell?
Yes, sir. I really didn't go into details of what Mr. Weeder said, but I think when I saw the headlines that you posted in the chat, and I think I just read one or two paragraphs. But I tend to agree with Mr. Weeder. I mean, you got a population of 5 million.
Oh, hold on, Cassell. Hold on. You agree with Mr. Weeder on the basis of what? Let's get some clarification here.
I should let a man land.
Yeah, me
Mr.
out.
New, allow me to ask the question. I am the host.
No, let a man land.
Sir, I'm going to mute you. Mr. Nuba. Let me ask the
I've
question.
already muted myself.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Cassell.
You got a population of 5 million, and you got almost 50 parties. There has to be some controls put in place. There has to be some restraints. Not anybody. Some of these parties, let's face it, if they come out of There's somebody in the background that I need to go on
Yeah,
mute.
let me, Mr. Carter, for a minute. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now let's face it. Now we can't pretend like it's not happening. There's some parties, they just put themselves out because they know they don't stand a chance to win. But they do it because of job opportunities. Their name is in the public space. And there are some countries, so-called civilized countries, that have got the restraints that Mr. Weeder talked about. In France, they say, well, you have to pay an exorbitant amount to take part in the French election, or even to try to advance or register a party. There's a lot of countries that do that for the same reason that Mr. Weeder stated. I mean, it's almost like a threat to security, to national security. You got 50 parties, you got only 5 million people. I mean, tell me where in the world you will see that sort of craziness. Those sort of craziness are Liberia. We're known for that. And some of those parties, they come right out of an attache case. They do not have a building that you can go to. You know, they just somebody in the house, oh, let me go register my party. People say only $250. Let me put my party out there. So those sort of there has to be some sort of restraint, and that's what Mr. Guido was talking about.
Mr. Nuba, I see you shaking your head. You want to come in? I mean, that is a dialogue now. Everybody can join me.
Yeah, I know.
I can't.
Mr. Nuba, now I agree with anything I say. So
I can't comment. No. At times I agree with you, but it is not when it comes to the number of political parties.
Mm-hmm.
The election commission has no pride in there to say it is national security issue. We are hearing now that city mayor position in a great US of A to run for it in some state, that $100. That one, a lady selling bitter boy and potato greens can afford that. And the Constitution, I mean, I don't know where in the Constitution they gave the mandate to the Election Commission to come up with these rates for registration. And I mean, it's very troubling when you have, maybe for the current administration and for past administration too, where the president elect the election commission chair, and then the election commission will do the bidding for the administration.
Mr. Nubo.
As we speak.
Mr. Nubo.
No, hold on. As we speak, let me learn. As we speak, some representatives and senators are meeting with Guido to tell Guido to increase the amount to $15,000 for president, $10,000 for VP, $8,000 for senator, and $6,000 for representative. Because these are the people that Guido is doing the bidding for. I mean, democracy call for inclusiveness. And this is something that you are totally against. So I beg to differ with you. Thank you.
Mr. Nubo, we need constraints. I'm not talking about charging somebody $25,000 order. That's the crazy part of it, you know, that there will be, if that's what he was saying, I disagree with that. But the fact that just anybody can get up and say, oh, I want to start a political party, there has to be some, you know, as I said before, some restraints, some constraints on qualifications. Okay, there has to be some qualification threshold. You just can't get up and say, "Oh, I want to start a political party and start it." Even in the so-called developed nations, they've got those constraints in place. I was just reading about France after I read Archie's something that he put in the chat room. They got a very, very severe restriction because they don't want what happening in Liberia now to happen to them. Where you have I think France has 75 million people. And you look at the Liberia situation, that means they will have like maybe 500-600 parties. And they want to avoid that. You got 5 million people, then you got what, 49 parties? Come on now, Mr. Nubo, what sense does that make?
Okay. Archie, just briefly, let me say something.
Let me land.
Wheeler was member of the election commission.
Let me land. The thing is,
okay.
It's not a situation where you got an ideological divide. You understand? Where you got some parties that are socialist, some parties that are communist, some parties that are democracy. All the Liberian parties, they want one thing. They say they are capitalists. That's what they all want. So why would you want 50 of them saying the same thing? So let the fittest. I believe in the survival of the fittest. The fittest party, you got the capital, you got the ideology right. Go forward. The weak party, well, let them disband that.
Okay, thank you. But I want to say that up to time, Wheeler was member of the election commission. They certificated all these 49 parties. They certificated them, the election commission. Not President Wakai, not President Weah, not the lawmakers. The election commission, where the presence of Wheeler certificated all these. Didn't he know that it was national security issue? Why is the about face?
He knows
and Archie was asking you about the increment in the fees. He was not. I don't think he was asking about number of political parties. He was asking you if you agree with the increment in the fees, maybe 300% increment in the fee to deny the silent majority from taking part in the coming election.
I agree with the increment in fees, and I think I mentioned that. There's no ideological divide with Liberian parties. They all saying the same thing. Everyone of them saying the same thing. It's not like in the United States where you got a Democratic Party claim to be, have the socialist, the Republican Party, the conservative. All Liberian parties say the same thing. So now, people like WIDA and the National Election Commission, they need to sift through that and say, okay, look, or even bring those people to for an interview. Interview them. Why do you want to become a political party? Why you don't want to join a Unity Party or CDC or ANC? Why you want to come up with your own party? What difference will you bring to the table?
Okay, let me jump here before I go to this guest. I don't agree with Mr. Weather. I think Mr. Weather is biting more than he can chew. Like Mr. Nuba said, nowhere in the Constitution says. I know there's where there's a vacuum, people try to fill in that space. There's nowhere in the Constitution where it says that he has the right to restrict people participation. But we know the core of democracy says we appreciate multi-partyism. We want people the more people participate in the system, the more the system become credible. And Mr. Weather at this point is going contrary to that doctrine. And he is anti-democracy right now, as far as I'm concerned. Mr. Nehemiah Ghali, let's get your take on this. I know you don't, you say you don't want to read more, but you've been in the American politics. this is where democracy. This is the land where democracy came from, even though it's debatable. But let's say that for the sake of this conversation, this is where democracy came from. Talk to us as a participant in the political process here. How do you see the action of the current National Election Commission chair in Liberia by trying to increase the fees on participants and a will-be participant in the political process?
Mr. Wright, I think you said it right. The first thing that has to be considered what the Constitution allows, and let's look at what the Constitution allows first. But for me personally, I don't know if increasing the fees will slow down on the amount of political party, or is it more of the fees that's bringing people into that arena? But as I said, when I was in Liberia, even way before I thought about running for office, it was the Joseph Boycott and George Weah election. I always thought there were too many people. There was too many different political parties. And my thing there is that how many different ideas do we have? You understand? It's if you're talking about issues in society, it goes three ways: yes, no, or in the middle. It doesn't. There's not five ways that those sort of things can go. But you talking about having all these different political parties. Anybody can just come and become a political party. Maybe the Constitution allows that, but now you have to look at society, where society is, and say, is this benefiting us? Is it benefiting our process? So those are sort of things that I believe that you will have to take into consideration. Again, I never look into that area specifically to see what the requirement is, but I think we have to look at our constitution, especially when it comes to that, and let's see how best we can streamline that process of everybody just become a political party. And how is it a national security issue? I don't know yet. I haven't seen the national security implication. My background is homeland security. I haven't seen that security implication of that. But streamlining to if you streamline the process, how does it make it civil national security wise? I don't know what his argument is again. I would be very interested in looking into that.
Mr. Numa, I see you smiling. You got a question, Mr. Gali, or you want to come?
No, I don't have question for Mr. Gary. If I have question, it will be question for my friend and brother Moju.
Okay.
See, I said that Guido was there when they approved all the political parties. Even Honorable Gali is talking about the 2017 election between George Weah and Boakai. And Guido was on the election commission. And they approved all these political parties here. And they have rules to go and check that each of these parties has offices in every county.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And plus other rules.
$10,000 in the account.
To implement those rules, he wants to deny the silent majority from taking part in the coming 2029 election because some deep pocket hitting hand or deep pocket has money
Mr. Nubo.
to go and pay for their registration.
Mr. Nubo.
And George Nubo, no Panwine Tapper, does not have the first $200 to go and pay for his registration. And that's what my brother Manju is supporting. I beg to differ with him. Thank you.
Mr. Nubo. All Mr. Guido was requesting was an amendment. He had a change of heart. You saying that the fact that he sat on he sat on a committee that allowed this to happen. And so your assumption is that he shouldn't have a change of heart, or he should just stick with that because he helped to enable the situation as we see it. And I said, no, the man had a change of heart, and he decided that, there should be an amendment. I mean, 50 political parties, 49 political parties. You say not enough that you have how many political parties? And what would be their stance on social issues, economic issues? Will it be any different from all the other political parties that exist, that currently exist? Come on,
this is not change of heart. This is not change of mind. He is not reducing the number of political parties, even though he said is national security issue. He is increasing the money to register as a candidate. It has nothing to do with the number of political parties.
So it cannot go beyond the 50 or 49 we have.
No. He is increasing, our topic here is increasing the fee to register as a candidate. That is our topic. I think actually made that especially clear to you.
Mr. Gale has something to say.
Yeah, there you go, please. Yes.
As we continue the conversation, one of the things that that's coming to my mind is this. There's few things that we have to look at.
Mm-hmm.
If you decrease it, then you minimize the amount of folks that go into running for office. But then another thing too, are we trying to consider how are these political parties being funded? Who's supporting these political parties? Do we put a system in place that will, if you want to become a political party,
Mr. Ghali is thinking all the way to the American system right now.
No, right, really, right? Because if let's look at the Liberian political parties over time.
Let's keep it Liberia, Mr. Ghali.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm focusing on Liberia.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So when the Senate bearer leaves, the party dies. Because the Senate bearer has all the money, the Senate bearer put the money in the party. It's the Senate bearer.
That's true.
How can we get away from that? If Mr. Wright wants a political party, fine. But let the people support the party. Mr. Wright should not support the party by himself. How is Mr. Wright getting the money to support the party? So I think it has to be looked at from a few different standpoints in making that determination.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another thing, I will have to go. I'm enjoying the conversation, but there's a Liberian that's running for office in Champlain. He's having his campaign kickoff door knocking today. That's supposed to be a part of the team.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I've got a question for Mr. Ghali before he leaves.
Okay.
And that's a question that we need to ask him. He lives in a state that
Y'all keep asking him that question so to make him leave, my man.
So he lives in a state that has been in the news lately. Okay. Minnesota has undergone a national stress test from the national government. You guys went through a tornado. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A political tornado by Mr. Trump and his enablers. Because number one, it was a so-called Somali scam. And then number two, the ICE overreach that came. The immigration overreach. So how did that affect the Liberian community? And well, let's say the community in the area you live, District 38.
So when Operation Metro Search was in place, I had the opportunity along with the Congress lady Angie Trek. I work with and then Kelly Morrison office, the Congresswoman Kelly Morrison office, the city mayor for Brooklyn Park, and Councilman Christian Erickson, where we were going around, and Bernice Cooper. We're going around talking to businesses and checking on businesses, making sure that when the economic impact to the city. And one of the things my organization was doing as well was we're advocating for those that were picked up by ICE and trying to make sure families got in touch with their loved ones, and we're providing some resources on the line of that. That the city took a really big hit with that Operation Metro Search, and the thing about my district is that we just came from first there was the George Floyd, then Dante Wright, then Operation Metro Search. So businesses were just getting hit back to back. We're not getting that relief. And one of the things now that I'm so big on is so we're going to campaign to the fullest this November to make sure that we have we keep Minnesota blue, and to make sure that Trump gangsterism doesn't it has to come to an end. That at least let us provide some sort of check and balance for Donald Trump.
Okay. All right.
Before you leave, I got one of our panelists that just joined us, Mr. Emmanuel Zaza. Mr. Zaza, introduce yourself, and you have any question for the guest before he leaves.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. God. It's a pleasure to share the same platform with you and everyone else. I always consider the privilege.
Even Mr. God, I can see you when you're in the dark.
Yeah.
My man, you're the one behind that man. What's up, my man?
No, it's not so. The lighter part always got children that making noise, so I always run from them.
Okay.
You know, sorry, my secure place, my basement is under renovation, so every time I'm up here, I'm how to be fighting the children, so I have to always keep away from them. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm sorry. So like I said, it's a privilege to be in the company of all of you. Mr. Gale, thank you for volunteering yourself to serve your people. Most of all, like we can talk more than we act. So the fact that you took upon yourself to go out there and mean you are willing to make a difference, not just by talking, by acting. So thank you. Whether you were elected or not, the fact that you even put your heart there, I must appreciate you for that, and thank you for willing to serve. So I don't know if I should consider a question, but since we're about to leave, I don't know what was said before I came on, but I heard you talking about the elections. I mean, the excessive fees. People were asking questions on the excessive fees in Liberia. I want to say that maybe I'll end with a question. You know, if you look at the law, you think about law. I mean, not law. Now you think about security. You say you are in security in America here. You know that one thing security says not the severity of the law, right? It's a sensitive, the certainty, right? Of what's going to happen if you break the law. So in Liberia, it's not. I don't think money will actually reduce the political parties. I think what we should consider is, because election is number. Can we consider number more than just registration? In that case, you don't think it will make a difference to say, okay, you know what I mean? Before you register as a political party, or you consider as a political party, you must have this number of registered voters that can be verified before you consider as a political party. The same way we can say, before you are considered a county, before you are considered a district, before you are considered a constituent, whether political constituent or administrative constituent, you have this number of eligible voters. If we're going to do the same thing, why can't we do the same thing with political parties? We'll set a number threshold instead of money threshold.
But it was would I be going contrary to the? I'm sorry, Mr. God. I know the question is to you, so let me allow you to go ahead, please. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about, because what I heard is that the man is saying the reason, and not Mr. God. I'm just asking for your view on this, because the point the man is giving, the reform the man introduced so that the political parties will be reduced. The higher the fee, maybe the lower the registration, then the lower the political parties. But in my opinion, instead of you looking at money, can you just look at number? Maybe instead, don't you think you also control the number of political parties who get in the country? I just want a view on that. It may not be you because you are not the one introducing it.
Yeah, Mr. God, before you come in, let me just say this: what Mr. Weeder is doing, he is trying to look for what we call in America the loophole. He is looking for that opening where he will not be considered in violation of the Constitution, and that's exactly what he has done. No law says that if he increases the fee, he'll be violating any constitutional rights. No law says that. No law says that. Because you know what? The fee has been increasing gradually from the time it was introduced. I ask everybody to look it up. The fees has been going up ever since they were introduced. It is arbitrary. It is not grounded in law, so he does not violate the law at all. What he's doing, he is exploiting a loophole within the law, and nobody can hold him accountable for that. I
agree, Mr. Wright. I was just thinking because he was saying there are many registered political parties. So, in my opinion, the way I see it, he's trying to assess the should I say fine or maybe higher registration fees so that people would deter many registrants from entering the race. I think that's how I see it. So, in my opinion, instead of we going by money, we go by number as a treasury. That was just trying to get his opinion on that. I don't think it's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emmanuel, are you related to Matthew Zaza?
Yeah, we have a distant relationship. Way back. It's a sensory relationship. Actually, they are from the same Zaza that is in Boston, but they are settled in Sando. Yeah, but we are the same. Yes. It's a very distant relationship.
From Boston.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I always admire Zaza when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I see him, I always tell him that.
Yeah, he and I always communicated. He always keep that line open. That's not good thing. Yeah.
Good. You know the thing about it is that it's such a critical issue that is being discussed. But I honestly think that all options need to be placed on the table, and let the election commission, make the right decision. I know for sure the point you raised is crucial, but you're talking about signature and verifying signature. Yeah, that's the verification in Liberia is another thing. How do we verify signatures? If we say go get 1,000 signatures, how do we verify the 1,000 signatures? I'm just using as an example. So there's a lot of things, and some of the issues that Liberia has is that we don't have some places you don't find a certain system in place. So it's difficult to just impose something, because you have to follow up when you tend to impose these sort of things. So I think the election commission just really need to take a step back and make the right assessment again, but within the compound of the law. If they have to change certain things, then they have to go back to the House to ask for an amendment. But it's a crucial, it's a big issue for me. I see it's a big issue in Liberia. There's too many political parties.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta tell me how big it. I gotta tell me.
Can I make a clarification?
Oh yeah. Okay, come in, Mr. Nuba. Make a clear, please.
Mr. Wright, I think you're going to give me some kind of follow up something. Maybe.
I'll come back to you after Mr. Nuba quickly.
Thank you.
Mr. Gale wants to go.
No, Mr. Gale will be over a little people. I beg you. Go ahead, Mr. Nuba, quickly.
The 1986
in fact, Mr. Gale talking to her, you're still knocking the same door. That's nothing wrong.
Is if you want to register a political party, you must have 500 registered voter signatures from 6 counties. That's the 1986 Constitution, and it has not been changed. So that is clarification I want to give. 6 counties, 500. That's 3,000 total.
Okay.
Signatures you have to get to register as a political party.
Okay.
So if we don't want that to change, he need to be pushing that with the lawmakers. They can make an amendment, but until that, he has no right to come and say, he increasing fees.
I'm with you on that, Mr. Nuba. Let's get your follow-up, Mr. Zaza.
Okay, thank you. So I heard Mr. Gale talks about verification. Mr. Gale, if LeBron wants to verify, they will verify. I've worked with legislators in our country. We conduct censor, and after the people come from the field with all their numbers, we still send people there to verify the numbers. What? So if you can do that with the entire country, 5 million plus people to verify the number that you receive, that you got from the enumerators and their supervisors. You send people to the various towns and various areas. You send people to register. You still go to verify. You want to verify adequate voters. You still verify. The only reason they are doing this is not because they have no way to verify. It's because they just want to generate money, and they also want to use it to keep certain people who are not in that bracket. The money, the adequate, that wallet bracket. To just be on the ballot, in my opinion, that's how I see it. But it's not about because no one is there to verify signature. If they want to, they'll be able to do it. Because if you want to Zwadru, and somebody says I got my political headquarters in Zwadru, you can go to Zwadru and know where there's a political headquarters. You can know whether there's an office. You know whether there are people actually going to that political headquarters. You know. So we don't have for us to get the guys and they got PP. Paper PB. I mean, they have a PB system and had the digital system. So since we don't have a digital system, we have to go in the computer to verify the names. You send it on a few, you can go there and still find out Mr. Gale, in my opinion. So it's not so much that there's no way to verify it, so you have to use the money. For me, I don't think that's just my opinion. I don't know. But you can correct me on that if you think. I think we can verify if we want to. The fact that we can verify religious censor by sending on a few people to verify any kind of political registration that we want to verify. That's how I see it.
So Mr. Nubo, so you think it makes sense to have 50 political parties?
Mr. Monju.
No.
Mr. Nubo.
I'm talking about the Constitution.
Mr. Nubo, yes. 1 second, please.
Okay, thank you.
I think Mr. Zaza was referring to the guests. Let the guests respond, and then we'll come back to you, Mr. Monju. Mr. Garland?
Yeah, no, I know. Zaza, I know there's everything. Everything can be verified. What I'm seeing verified is that how accurate will the verification process be, and then like right now, you know, the information I just heard, I need 3,000 signatures, so it means that those who have 49 political parties have gotten 3,000 signatures each. I would hope that you know, I would think that's what it means, and then so if you times it 3,000 by the 49 for the 9 political parties, are those signatures registered voters, or are just, you know, the signature that you know, people receive? How many people sign it 2 times, 3 times, you know? So those are things that when I'm seeing verified, those are sort of things I'm talking about. And I know, you know, in Liberia, I live in Liberia, I work there, doing business. We can verify anything, we can verify it. We can get anything, we can, you know. So I'm thinking about how accurate and the legitimacy of the verification process. That's which I was looking at. That's the same point which I was looking from.
That's a pretty good observation, Mr. Gale. We know our people. We all from there, born and raised. So we know how the system operates. 3,000 signature. How many, besides the big parties, you know, like the CDC, the ANC, the UP, those small bottom feeder parties, you think they want to bring actually verify, authenticated 3,000 people? Mr. Nubo? Everything you say you go to the Constitution. But you know the Constitution can be amended, right?
Monju, I think you've been very harsh here tonight.
I like my man. I like Brother Nubo. He and I 30 years ago were in the same chat room, Africa Online. Yeah, so we go way back.
Mr. Nubo, you're muted.
I think let our guest give his closing
I was about to come to that.
remarks, and then after that, I will respond to.
Okay, Mr. Gale, if you, I know you're pressed with time and you got to go and do some other stuff. So give us your closing comments, sir, and then we'll appreciate your presence here. Mr. Gale, you're muted, sir, if you're talking. Okay.
Can you repeat, please?
No, I said, if you can give us a closing comment before you leave, we appreciate that.
Yeah, first I'd like to say thank you for the invite. I would love to come back on your show.
You are off camera, sir. No, I don't say you are off camera. There you go.
Okay.
Well, you can shut the camera. I know you're doing some chow in the back there. You can close the
Okay,
camera.
so
While you talk.
I would like to say a special thank you for the invite. I really, really enjoyed the discussion. I would love to come back whenever you guys want to have me back. Just let me know.
All right.
And I would like to express thanks and appreciation to everybody who supported my campaign in this process. There were people in Liberia reaching out to me, say they are praying for me, they are rooting for me, and the community at large. I want to say continue the good work. Let us continue to fight for our community. Let us continue to fight for representation that brings our voice to the table. And we'll continue working. I'm going now to do knock for a candidate in Champlain. I'm asking everybody out there the same level of support that I received. Let us continue to give that level of support to other candidates, and hopefully we'll have the representation that we need. So I thank you so much, and God bless all of you guys. Mr. Wright, please call me. Let us discuss the man and his son issue, and
Yeah, the missing persons.
the
Yeah.
missing boy. We'll take it from there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Gali, and we do appreciate your presence on the platform. We hope that you make this place your home, and I will stay in contact with you. Like I told you, man, we'll go way back 1990.
Yes. I remember that. Yes.
Yes. So I
Thank
will
you.
call you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, Mr. Nubo.
Yes. Okay. I'm coming back. Well, I'm trying to put some numbers together. Mr. Gali, no. Mr. Cassell based his question on what I said earlier. That you have to get 500 registered voters sign your petition for 6 counties.
500,000 or just 500? The number, the flat 500 like that?
500.
Wow.
Okay. The total for the 6 counties come to 3,000. And for the sake of argument, we will say Grand Cru, based on population, is the smallest county in Liberia. And Grand Cru has 42,396 registered voters. So this is something that Election Commission can deal with. For the entire country, talking about 3,000, and the smallest county in the country has about 43,000 registered voters. I can go. People has thousands of voters. If I want 10,000 registered voters from people, I can get it. But they say 500. I can even go to my village. Come on, my town get I think 880 voters, registered voters. I can go there and say y'all give me 500 for the whole of Maryland County. I go to Coffee Beach in Grand Cru or Garraway Beach. I say y'all give me 500. I go to Zaytown, my hometown in Grand Gita. I say y'all make it, y'all break the scale. Y'all give me 700 registered voters. And with the support of Archie and Zaza there, I will get it. So the main issues are not being addressed by the Election Commission. They just
Mr. Numo, can I ask you a question? Why you in flight?
They are hearing hands that behind this thing here. And as I told you, lawmakers are meeting with we say you need to increase the amount. Thank you. Yeah, you can come in.
Yeah, Mr. Number, the number you were giving, the statistics about the counties, what year was that?
2022.
No, I don't think so. Because 2022 Grand Cru was not the least. Grand Cru was the third.
The third.
The third to the bottom. The test less popular.
Okay, 2022.
The least was River Says, followed by Bapolu, then Grand Cru.
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Because Grand Cru is 109,000.
Yes.
Bapolu is 95,000 and River Says is 90,000. Almost 91,000.
Okay. 109,342. Grand Cru population.
Yeah, that's it there for Jamaica.
Okay.
That's it.
But I'm getting River Says more than that.
Mr. Nubo.
Yes.
You and I, we all agree, and we should agree.
Okay.
That majority of these parties, they are there to advance personality-based politics. Okay? And what I mean by that, well, probably 90% or 95% of those parties, they exist primarily to advance the founder's presidential ambition. Not because they offer a distinct political philosophy, and I think I mentioned that before.
Okay, but Monji, if you don't mind, let me intervene a little bit. Let me interject. I mean, you Mr. Nipp's term. Are you saying I mean, you repeat that all the time, but I don't know where you're going with this. Can you explain what you mean?
I think I made it very clear in the last on what I was just saying.
Forgive me missing that. Can you please
allow the incoming commissioner or whatever they call them to do his due diligence? The man came out, he said, look, there's too many political parties. And we always talk this in the Liberian community that most Liberian political parties, they have the same philosophy, and they're just there to advance the political career of their founder. And let's not pretend like it's not happening. If you remove the founder, the party collapses. Where is Liberty Party now? How strong are they?
They just became stronger.
They're more stronger than when Brumskin was alive?
I think they just became that.
Actually, I can say yes to that. Because Brumskin was alive, they were never having the position they're having currently.
No, but one thing happened just recently.
That's what you're doing. You're picking personalities.
No. You asked for the party. I'm saying the party just became stronger.
Yeah, okay. What's the evidence?
The evidence is that's a great question. The evidence is that President Boyka just okayed the decentralization of the ports in Liberia.
Mr. Right, you confuse me.
Okay, let me finish. You get. If I land, you get a point.
He confused me too. I don't know.
Yes, let me finish. You'll get my point.
Confused me too, but let me. No, let me
finish. You get my point.
Go ahead.
My point here is, you asked about how strong has Liberty Party become, and I'm saying Liberty Party have become stronger because Liberty Party, through Yomli Kanga and Darius Dillon, fought for the decentralization of Liberia ports. The Buchanan ports, the Monrovia ports, the Greenville port, and the Harper port. Now, President Boyka has put his signature to that. He has okayed it. What that does is that Yomli and Darius Dillon now owns the port of Buchanan. They are going to use that as a leverage to promote Liberty Party in all of Grand Bassa.
You gone off left field with that example. It got nothing to do with
okay, let me come here a little bit.
You asked how the party becomes stronger. I'm telling you.
And I think Mr. Wright, I think in accordance with our party's name, I mean with our platform name, he begged to defer. So defer with him. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Okay, so this I want to say, Mr.
I don't get the logic. I don't get the logic, Mr. Wright.
Okay, Mr. Kasa, Mr. Kasa, let me with my point on this. So for me, I say yes, the other party is stronger. And the reason I said it, number one, they were able to successfully get Musa Bede off their bike. One. Number two, they were able to successfully get Labour Party out of CPP. Number two. Number three, they were able to successfully organize a reconciliation convention, which rebranding the entire party, bringing people from everywhere. And lastly, they just had a women consortium of the Liberty Party that brought almost all the women in Liberia together. In fact, people were trying to go after the foreign minister because she was part of that convention. So you see that. So in my opinion, the fact that they are able to still organize themselves, bring all the people under their core, I think I should consider it as still being strong. That's just my opinion on that. I don't know how you see it.
Okay.
Like other parties, we don't hear about that at all.
Okay, so that's a pretty unique example. So if we go with what you and Mr. Wright said, that is an outlier. That's a pretty unique example, and yeah, probably you guys right. But if you could say we know
we're right.
Let me finish. You could. So who's the leader of the party? Say during the next election, will they have a candidate that they will be putting forward?
Okay, so Mr. Wright, before you continue,
who's going to be the candidate, or will they will they have to merge with another party?
Okay, so since we are not at that point yet, I can speak to that. But as far as we're concerned with the past records, they still have Nyobli Kanga as their standard bearer. Now, there are two things they have in their party's constitution. They have standard bearer and they have party chairman. They can also have a candidate. Now, according to their constitution, the standard bearer is not automatically the candidate. It's just a caretaker of the party, taking them through to the next election cycle. So, with that particular constitution, as it is said, holding on to that, I mean, they don't have when it comes until they have an election year. They don't have a candidate. They only have political leader.
Yeah,
but so because they have standard bearer in their constitution, they have standard bearer and they have political leader before they have chairman. So the standard bearer is different from the political leader. Now they have political leader, so they have standard bearer during the election year who can serve as the candidate. So now they don't have standard bearer, but they have a political leader according to their constitution. So yeah, the head as of now is Nyobli Kanga Lawrence.
Like I said before, the two areas that I have issues with, it's a lot of the majority of those parties, they just there to advance a personality-based politics. And I think I did a pretty good job in saying why, because they appear to exist primarily to advance the founders' presidential ambition. Another thing, again, is that they put a lot of costs on the election commission. The NAC got to register, they got to monitor, print ballots, for and conduct consultation with numerous parties, placing additional pressure on limited public resources. So I think that's the area that Mr. Honorable Weeder was coming from. And a lot of those parties, come on, let's face it, they are political bargaining vehicles. Some of them may be formed mainly to, negotiate endorsements, government positions, financial arrangement, all those sort of stuff. And that's what everybody wants a party in Liberia. It's up to, I think, 46 or 49, according to Mr. Wright, from what he put in the chat room. And I think Mr. Widow just wanted to put his, he wanted to put his feet down and say, no, we can't keep doing this. Although, what separates you in terms of ideology? What separates you? All of you are saying the same thing. All of you want the same thing. There's no socialist ideology, like in the United States, you say, this guy's a leftist. Everybody, all the political parties there, I guess, either in the center or on the left.
Yeah, but Mr. Cassell.
And the argument that, oh, well, you know, the Constitution and all that, sometimes the Constitution can be, it can undermine us. Too much Constitution.
I know, but that's devil. That is a devil we have to deal with. We all accepted it and we have it, and that is the guiding principle that we got to go by. Unfortunately, gentlemen, we have 9 minutes to go, and you can see Chris need to get home. I don't need to tell you, just looking at him. So let's go around the table real quick, gentlemen. Mr. Nubo, let's get your closing, please. Mr. Nubo, you're closing.
I enjoy the show, and I cannot comprehend where my brother Moju is coming from and what he's talking about. He said we don't have ideological differences. It means that everybody is for free market. So where does the national security issue come from? George Numo Party is for free market, Archie Party is for free market, Monju Party is for free market. So what? I don't understand it. If we do not have ideological differences. And the other issue is this increasing fees in order to decrease the number of political parties. It does not make sense to me. You have rules on the book that govern the political parties. If George Numo political party is not going by the rules, you need to exert the penalty on George Numo party. And you cannot go and because of some influence from some hidden hands and say you are increasing the fees to register, and that is dangerous for Liberia's democracy. Arrest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Mr. Zaza?
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I really thank God my children will give me a chance to be on. I've been burning. Most of the time I'll be listening. I'll just say, I've been enjoying get up because I want to contribute, no one to contribute. And I'll just, right. Yeah, but
you got a peaceful participation tonight.
Yeah, they say they're getting shower. Thank God they stay in the bathroom. I've been here. They enjoy their staying in the top. So thank you. Like I said, I always consider the privilege to share the platform with all of you. Thank you for taking up your time to come and talk about Liberia. You don't need, like I always say on our show, you don't need Liberia to survive. But because of the love you got for Liberia, you are always out here. So thank you for always taking up your time. The time you're able to take to go, maybe sit down with your children or make some money. Come and talk to us. We appreciate that. Yeah. So I don't want us to give up as always. It took many fight, many sweat and blood to get us as comfortable as we are in America today and around the world.
People
can do the same. Right, we can do the same sacrifice. At least for us now, no going to our net, nobody running behind us. But let us point our data, let us point our internet services to speak to people. I don't want us to reach to the point where think that, oh man, the thing we're not happy, man, people will still do the same thing. Remember, the one person you change today can change another one person by the time you come to 2029. If there were 4 people who were dumb, maybe you might have maybe 1 person left or maybe 2 persons, so we can make a difference. Let's keep talking. Let us not give up. Let's continue to, with the disagreement, let's just continue to be respectful of each other, and then we can make a difference in the end. Liberia, the kind of Liberia we want, we may likely not be around to see it, like what other people did, but maybe, who knows? God might be on our side. We're definitely talking with the internet, the information age, where everybody is a journalist, everybody had a platform. Change can happen. So the Lord don't give up. I want to just appreciate you, Mr. Castle, my first time meeting you. Thank you for coming. My little nephew, Beware. Thank you for coming also, and everyone else. We hope to see you tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know what we'll be here, but if we are not here, I'll see you on Monday. I'll try to be on Monday. So thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Zaza. It's our pleasure having you too. And you got a great background. That's good. Mr. Monju, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah. It was nice having Mr. Gali on. I really appreciate, the dialogue we had with him. And hopefully he can learn from whatever mistakes he made that made him to lose this election and come back again prepared for, I guess, their election cycle is 2 years, I believe. And hopefully, he will learn from his mistakes and course correct, take some corrective actions. Both he and Mr. Russell was on the other day. But with regards to what Mr. Weeder said, I'm behind Mr. Weeder 100%. What I think he needs to do is do his due diligence, employ a rigorous vetting process that will allow him to drop off some of the so-called political parties we have. Okay, that it wouldn't even reach to the part where registration and all that. That's just too many political parties. The philosophy is the same, and we all know that most of the political parties, as I mentioned before, they're just there to advance the personality-based politics that we've seen over and over and over. We one group of people would like to do the same. We make the same mistake, but we like to do it over and over. We don't know how to draw back and say, okay, well, look, this is too much. And I think that's what Mr. Weeder is doing. He said, no, this is overwhelming. 5 million people, 46 or 49 political parties. No, that's something that has to be done. And hopefully, he does that. Start a very intensive authentication program. Rigorous vetting, those who come in say they want to bring a new party, vet them. And there are certain things that they need, certain thresholds that they need to meet. If they don't meet it, just drop them. Gentlemen, it was nice meeting you all. Today's Saturday is 4:59 on my end. I got to do some things out there. So the pleasure is mine. Mr. Zaza, nice meeting you.
Thank you, Mr. Cassell.
So Chris, George, and
go ahead.
Later.
Finish up, sir.
No, I just said that. I said Chris, George, and Archie, it's a pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Chris, send us home, please.
Yes, indeed. It was great. And let me say, many thanks to Mr. Zaza. We've been talking. Today, my first day to see him, face to face. So it was great. And let me say, Mr. Gali, it was great. And I'm proud of every one of you out there. And I talked to radio, I think about 2019 when I got on the radio. And we used to be listening to other people like, why join Mr. Zaza? Said, nothing going to change. So long it not happened during Joseph Jacob Rabota, nothing can change. But now we're seeing things happenings. And let me borrow the saying from Njara Griffith from ERBC. Say, we will talk and talk and talk, but never fight. So we will keep talking. So I'd like to say thanks to every one of you for your effort, your strength. You know what I mean? For you to sit down one place for 3 hours, 3 hour plus is a plus for every one of you. And to our listeners, our follower out there, I'd like to say thanks. Let's keep talking. The only thing, let's evolve fighting. Let's argue and we find solution. We disagree to agree. So I'd like to say thank to you, Mr. Wright, for always giving us the platform. Mr. Zaza for coming up and being with us. Mr. Numo, I'd like to say thank you. Mr. Kaxel, God bless every one of you. I'm so proud and happy that people out there, taking their time to be with us. God bless every one of you.
See you back, guys, on Monday, same place, same time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
If back to differ, I beg to differ, my people. Oh. If you're not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk me.
Topfm